So first, I'm going to talk about the tools I use. Mainly, this is going to be the stuff that I just use on like a daily basis that ends up in every single one of my projects. Our Omnisphere is probably like the biggest one. That is the go-to. That is what basically everybody uses, and not only in the marching arts. Omnisphere is kind of like the industry standard across all different genres, especially like if you talk to a lot of like EDM type of people. Omnisphere is huge in the EDM world. It is a synthesizer kind of at its basis, is it creates synth sound, so any type of stuff that's doing a lot of electronic sounds is Omnisphere. And then same with even movies and all kinds of stuff, is they are all over the place. That plugin itself has won crazy amounts of awards for being like one of the best plugins ever created because it is great. One of the things I also love about it, because I know I've talked with people and some people get scared away from Omnisphere because it's such a standard that some people are like, well, I don't want to sound like everyone else sounds. And the cool thing about Omnisphere is it has a bunch of stuff built into it, but it also is basically just like an engine that you can put your own stuff into. So one of the cool things about Omnisphere is you can also third-party people will create stuff for Omnisphere that are not involved with the company, and then they sell that. Totally legally, it's all good, and they do the thing, and they can sell their own separate sound packs that you can buy for Omnisphere, so you don't necessarily feel like I'm just using the thing that everyone else is using. It's a very deep, very robust engine for being able to create super unique and super interesting sounds. So if you're just getting into it, that would absolutely be the first thing you should buy. You could do 100% of your sound design in there and be amazing and blow everyone's socks off and be like, what are you doing? And it's like, it's all inside of Omnisphere. Outside of that, next one's kind of just going around the wheel after that is Sound Toys, another great one. That one's not a library, that's like a thing that affects different sounds, so you can have audio that you've already created, and then you can use the Sound Toys and do crazy stuff with it. That one's a lot of fun to use. Complete 13 is another great one. Use that one on all my projects. It comes with just a whole bunch of different libraries that are great. Boom is another great one down in the bottom left. That one also comes with a bunch of sounds. That one's like very cinematic. That one is big in like the cinema world and like the trailer world, like a lot of those trailers that have all of those super produced booms and all that kind of stuff. That's where Boom comes from. And then outside of that, because like all of the four that I've just talked about are all expensive. They all cost money, they all cost a lot. Omnisphere is $500, Sound Toys for the full bundle is $500, Complete 13 is like over $1,000, I think. Boom, like per library is like $200 per library, and they have like 100 libraries, so that stuff gets super expensive. So the other great one that I like a lot is called Freesound, down at the bottom right. That one's a website you can go to. I love that one. It's super great, especially for like Foley type of stuff. So if you have things in your show where you're like, I want like chains rattling, is you can just go to the website and you type in rattling chains, and it's an open source like user submitted website, so you kind of got to do some digging to find things that are good, because anyone and everyone can record things and then throw it up there and then you can download it and use it. So you got to dig a little bit to find them, but they are great.